Buckle up and hang on. Let's see what's going to happen next around here.
We're going to shoot over and pick up old Waylon wire over there. He does some cool stuff.
Hey, welcome to Rat Rodding. My name's Waylon Wire, and don't ever do what we do here on this channel. Hey guys, welcome back to Waylon Wire's Old Iron here in the little shop where nightmares often come true. I want to apologize or clarify in my last video. I didn't make myself very clear, and I want to clear things up. I had asked if anybody had information about flipping a starter ring on that 1932 Chevy. Well, everybody says, yeah, you can flip it, you can flip it. A lot of people say, oh yeah, flip it. But I didn't ask the question correctly. What I should have said is, anyone have any experience specifically doing a 1929 through 36 model year on flipping that starter ring? Because that flywheel is totally different than anything you might imagine in your brain right now. It doesn't look like a regular flywheel, and like they did later on. That flywheel is about that thick, and that clutch and pressure plate is recessed deep inside that flywheel, and it's quite heavy, and it's weighted. It's my understanding that's how they balanced that crank. And if you read up on them, it'll say in 1932 they had a balanced crank, and they were able to get this engine up to a whopping, hold on, 60 horsepower. Woo! Jump back. So that's the deal. That clutch and pressure plate and all that is, the flywheel is different. So I should have said, have any of you ever worked on one of these particular engines right here? Because it's a different animal. And but it's, hopefully it'll come off the same. Maybe I'll just get into it this winter, and if I can heat that ring up, I don't know if it's ground, if the teeth are, I don't know if it can be flipped, but I should be able to reclock it. I should be able to rotate that ring on the flywheel and then put it back on. So maybe this winter I'll just get into that. But it's the kind of thing like, there's a place here in Tacoma, Washington, called Tacoma Clutch and Brake. Guess what they do? Anyway, they're supposed to be able to rebuild clutches and reline brakes, I guess. I don't know if they're still in business or not, but it's been a few years ago. I talked to him about this 32 Chevy, and I tried to explain to the gentleman that this clutch disc is not like your ordinary disc. It's a very deep disc because it has to go over and fit over the bolts on the end of the crank. So it's not a flat disc. And the guy, I was trying to explain this to the guy, and he said, oh, I've done a million of them. I know exactly what you're talking about. Don't worry, just send it to me. Well, when he got it, he called me up, and he said, I ain't never seen nothing like this before. And I go, yeah. So he sent it back to him. Anyway, I don't know why they weren't able to reline it, or I don't know. I don't remember now everything about it, but it's a different animal. So just need to clear that up, and thank you all for your input, and a lot of people tell me, yeah, go for it, it's no big deal, but and it might not be, but we'll see. I guess we'll get into it this winter because I'm kind of hankering to do that. Anyway, that's enough about that. I reckon let's get on into it and see what's going on around here. There's a continuation of a little bit of last week. All right, let's do it. Well, Miss Becky is here, and she's going to help me bleed the clutch hydraulic system on that white Knight. So I'm going to get the Rockabilly out of here, get the white Knight in, get it on the lift, and Miss Becky gets to ride the lift up.
What are we doing?
Well, I'm going to get this out of here, and then I'm going to bring in the white Knight, and then you get to ride it on the lift.
Okay.
Right now, we just got to hope it'll start. I think it will. I think maybe it will.
It should.
Wow.
Is that a Folgers can?
Yeah, it was all there was too much gleam. It was too bright, so I toned it down a little with the Folgers can. There's an oil can on the on the horn.
Mm-hmm.
That's you know what that is, don't you? It's a hookah horn.
I love it.
And then there's an overflow bottle over there. Check it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you know what these are.
Yes, those speakers. So
Drive-in.
cool.
Drive-in
And-
speakers.
This is kind of like what you bought today.
Yes, exactly. Yep, sure is.
Nice.
Sure is.
Gorgeous too.
Oh, we're full of oil. Oil's good. It's good. Look at that big dipstick.
I love it.
So, it's good.
Oh, what is that from?
Or something. Oh, what's his name?
I do remember that. It's
Uh,
good.
Was it Jim Carrey?
Probably so good.
Anyway, he said, it's good. Okay, I've got to roll this thing over. Okay, can you pull it back a little bit, maybe? Just a little. That's right. Yeah. There, that's good. Stop, 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 right there. Okay. Go to the other side.
Oh yeah.
Hold that frame so it can't fall off. Can't fall off the lift no more. Okay, okay. Yeah, a few times. Again. Back and forth. Up and down. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. Well, it seems to be working.
Let me try it one more time.
Yeah. Seems to be working.
Yeah, it's got a lot.
When I got this thing, it had a bad slave cylinder on the clutch. That's what that is right there. That's the clutch slave cylinder. And I replaced that. It would work. The clutch would work when I got it. You had to pump it a few times and then it would work. And it's been working fine since I installed this slave cylinder, and Noah helped me bleed it. And then here a couple days ago, I got ready to take this thing for a drive, and I got down at the bottom of the canyon, headed up, was going to go up the hill, and I had no clutch. I let it out, but nothing engaged. So I kept pumping it, and finally it did. So I got it up here, and Miss Becky was up here the other night and helped me bleed. Well, I thought I bled the thing, but then Harmon was here this morning, and I did it again just to make sure I don't have any air in it, and I'm pretty sure I don't. Now, I don't think that clutch is physically bad, the clutch disc itself, because the clutch has been working fine ever since I put this on, up until just a couple days ago. So I don't think the disc is wore out, but while I've got it here in the air, I'm going to pull this inspection cover off and take a look at that clutch and just see how much meat there is actually on it. And then I'll make an incision. I'll go from there about what maybe I need to do next. Lots of clutch. Looks new. Looks like a new pressure plate. Somebody's done a clutch kit on it. Flywheel's in good shape too. Starter ring's in real good shape. So yeah, plenty of clutch in there. I'll turn that over a little bit, just get a better eyeball on it, a little bit better look at it. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're good. Well, I said I wasn't going to obsess over this, but it's not lining up, and it's killing me, and I can't live with it, and you know, I gotta do something about it. I'm gonna go see if I got a piece of pipe. No, that's gonna work out, I guess. I'm just gonna re-drill it. I'm just talking to myself. Well, I was snooping around the top of my toolbox, and look what I found. How about that? I pick these sorts of things. I pick them up on eBay when I see them, you know, when they come up. I've got some head gaskets for my B12 too, which are the same as 351, and probably some of the others. Anyway, that's a good score right there. It's 192, but it's not, it's a 194. Alright, I think I'll just go ahead and swap that out. Oh, the poor old rockabilly. It's really been neglected. I'm giving it a little bit of love, and it sure does need it, you know. Things just go downhill just sitting around, you know. And this horse collar is falling apart. It's going apart where it was attached. So I don't know if you know, but there's a cushion. There's a burlap covered cushion that goes on the inside, an insert that goes inside there, and it's held on with Velcro, and I've got to clean that up and reattach the Velcro. There's this third light here, this is a stop, it says stop when it's lit up, and this is glass, and that came off of an old school bus. That's the real deal right there. Some pretty nice little features. This was in some old boy's workshop, just a drawer. I attached it on there, made some little brackets for it to sit in, but it's falling apart too. This is tin, and but this is a monkey wrench here. This is my starter, and then the other monkey wrench on the other side is the horn, the Ooga horn. When this car was built, you had to, if you wanted to drive a truck like this, you kind of needed to have a little bit of an understanding about how an engine works. I mean, because you've got your choke, you've got your spark advance, and you've got your throttle. So you could you know, you could retard the spark, pull the choke, start the truck, and set the throttle until it got warmed up, and then shut the choke off and let off the throttle, because then it would idle once it's warmed up, and you'd go ahead and go to your foot throttle, and then advance the timing, and away you go. One thing about this old truck, and it's a little piece of Archie engineering that I'm the most proud of on this truck, and you can see it right in there. You can see a piece of aluminum, that shiny spot. That's a 5/8 chunk of aluminum, and I got that, and I cut that out, and I adapted a T5 transmission out of an S10, a 1990 T5, adapted to that 1932 engine. And when I put that transmission in there, that's what I needed. I needed 5/8 because the shaft was that much too long, so you couldn't bolt up the belt housing, and the belt housing wouldn't fit the tranny anyway. So I made an adapter plate that bolts to the belt housing, gives me the distance I need for the shaft, and will bolt to the transmission. Now, when I bolted that up, started fitting this thing up, the input shaft on that 1990 T5 went right into the pilot bearing on this old truck. This truck has a bearing, not a bushing, but imagine that. You know, this engine's 93 years old, and a modern T5, well, I don't know if they still make them, but they made them a long time. And I'm sure something else will fit in there. That's GM Ford. Try that with a Ford, you know. Got nothing against Ford, but it's just different. It's not better or worse, it's just different. So, yeah, I don't know if y'all seen my foot pedals over there. Those are heels off my boots. And this is my shifter boot. Probably enough for now. I might point out a few other things as we go along here. Some of the newcomers haven't seen much of this rig. So I'm trying to get it cleaned up a little bit. Well, working on the old rockabilly today and ran across my old 1930s ashtray, car ashtray, given to me by Rocky Holloway. It's kind of nice. I always think of him when I see that. Just fixing up little things that I run across, hatching up little things as I find them. Well, I kind of got the interior kind of cleaned up, such as it is. So I'm going to start on the outside, and I believe the last time I did this truck, I think I used linseed oil. It's starting to flake off, and you know, it's been dull for a long time. So this is going to take a while. I expect I better crank up some music and hunker down and get with it, because yeah, we're gonna be here a while. You know, this old truck's so dirty right now that probably nobody would notice just walking around it. They might not catch it, but when it's all shined up and pretty, people do notice my signal lights, and they are flashlights, and they are copper, and they say Winchester, and it's written in the same script as it would be on a Winchester rifle, and it also says made in USA in the case number, and it says 22 karat copper. Now, what do you make of that? Some people say that it was possibly a giveaway. Oh, maybe in the 30s or 40s, if you bought a rifle, you got a free flashlight to go along with it. I don't know. That's one theory. Tell me what you think in the comments. Yeah, 22 karat copper. Pretty cool. Oh, remember the old flashlights? Little flash button here. When I built this thing, I decided it should have just a little bit of bling bling, you know, on top of the rust, and I just replaced the trim on my Palace, so I had these little trim pieces. And I put them on here, and I'm going to take them off, shine them up, and put them back on. Yeah, a little bit of bling bling for the rockabilly. Well, my old hoopty needs a little attention. The bracing that I put on it several years ago is broken, needs to be re-welded. That poor thing is just broke in half, and I keep piecing it together, and it just keeps on running. And it's going to run for a while, but I want to get it in here and weld it up, because we want to take it for a ride this evening after it cools off. Oh boy, can you see all that? Can you see all that happening? Yeah. We'll vacuum some of that stuff up and set the thing on fire. Oops! So we got the fire extinguisher at the ready. What's going on is my bracing here is all broken, so I'm gonna try and re-weld it. I don't know. I don't know if it'll do any good. May put a jack under that, pick that up a little bit, and then weld it, set it back down, see what it does. How about that? That might work. But
guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
there we go. go get me a cold beverage. See what she does. Look at that. Yeah. Sitting up on the suspension now. Yeah, that's much better. Oh yeah. So I'll do that trip to the other side. We'll be good. I have not driven this truck into town in probably 4 years. I'm trying to remember the last time I drove this Rockabilly into town. I think it was last summer or summer before. I tried to take Miss Becky for a ride in it, and it did not go well. We just barely got around the block, and I was having all kinds of trouble with that distributor. I still hadn't quite diagnosed it, I think, at the time. Oh, so I know I barely got it home that trip. But so the last time I drove it into town where it was running decent and ran real good was probably maybe three or 4 years ago. But well, here we are. It's been a long time. Anyway, I'm about to this morning because a friend of mine got a new hot rod, and we're going to meet and have some coffee this morning. We're going to meet down at the coffee shop, and I'll try to get some video of it for you guys. It's pretty sweet. And if you want to talk about a deal, I told him yesterday the guy should have reported it stolen after he bought it because he stole it. But anyway, it's a pretty sweet ride. Man, it's something he's always wanted. So, you know, need never enters into these things. I didn't need this either, but I got it. Let's see if I got any oil in this thing. Oh yeah, full. Matter of fact, it don't look too bad. It's a big old dipstick, ain't it? About 8-9 inches long. All right, let's see if it's gonna do this. Give it a couple squirts, give it a little choke. Chevys are cold-blooded. And they warm up a little bit. Transmission tunnel, which is a 5-gallon bucket, was rattling a little bit. We don't mind. Well, we had about a sprinkle for about 2 minutes, but my clear coat beat it up real nice. And here's Warren's new ride. Little 31. That's what he's always wanted. I mean, always wanted a 32, but that's about as close as you can get. Sweet little ride. I went for a ride yesterday. Rides real good, drives good. Slope 350, 350, 4 to 9. Real clean, really clean. Well, she done real good. Yeah, little rockabilly is back. Okay, fellers and fellerettes, once again, thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch my silly little video. It means a lot to me, and yeah, I appreciate you guys that have been, some of you guys have been hanging around here a long time, and that means a lot to me. You know, we've been doing this for about 18 years, you and I, some of you and I. So anyway, thank you for that. Some loyal subscribers out there. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, that's it. I'm out of here. We'll see you next time right back here on Way Wires Old Iron, and you know the deal. I appreciate you. Later.